Mr. Chairman, you are now live.
Thank you. Like to welcome everyone to the September 23rd, 2025 Gig Harbor Fire Medic 1 Fire District 5 Board of Commissioners meeting. Please rise with me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And now for an important part of our meeting, something we haven't had for a while. We have a new member who we need to get sworn in. Chief?
All right. As the district secretary, I get to swear you in. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Matt Fleming,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I am a citizen of the United States
that I'm a citizen of the United States
and a resident and registered voter of Pierce County,
and resident and registered voter of Pierce County,
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the state of Washington,
and the state of Washington,
and the charter and ordinances
and the charter and ordinances
of Pierce County,
of Pierce County,
and will faithfully, impartially, and honestly perform
and will faithfully, impartially, and honestly perform
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Pierce County Fire District Number 5
of Pierce County Fire District Number 5,
Fire Commissioner,
Fire Commissioner,
as such duties are prescribed by law.
as such duties are prescribed by law.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Perfect. Thank you.
Matt, would you like to introduce your family?
Sure. So we have my wife Sheena and my son Oliver.
Welcome to the family, you guys.
We're really excited you're here, and we'd love for you to stay, but you also don't have to through the whole business part. We won't feel offended if you get up and leave. What? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay. Under approval of the agenda, I'd like to make one change before it's approved. There will not be an executive session this evening. I know that hurts everybody's feelings, but there will not be an executive session this evening. I will give a brief report under committee reports. With that, approval of the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Urvina,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi.
Yes. Okay, commissioner absences. And Matthew, for you, for what this is, if you know you have an upcoming absence due to being out of town, then you'll let the board know, and then we'll make a note of that for that you will not be at the prior next meeting. So that's what that's about. Sometimes you get caught up in things, and then you call it whatever, but that's what that part's about. Okay. So commissioner absences, anything coming up? They know. Okay. Communications? Nothing in the communication. Motion to approve minutes from the September 9th, 2025 Commissioners meeting. So moved.
I'll second that.
Motion in a second. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Urvina,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi.
Yes. Accounts payable and payroll approvals.
I move that we approve accounts payable checks 2281 through 2360 as outlined in the agenda for a grand total of $1,066,378.63.
I'll second that.
Motion in a second to pay the bills. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Urvina,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi,
Yes. Local 3390. Is anybody out there? I haven't heard anything from. Okay. See, okay. Chief's reports.
Chief Booth, will be going first.
Good evening, gentlemen. Myself and DC Westcott are excited to announce that Jake Hushcroft has been selected as the replacement fire inspector. He's looking to move into the Fire Prevention Division on or around November 1st, so he can train with the outgoing inspector, Jake Coverdale. That'll give them an opportunity to get some time together and learn the ropes, as well as giving Jake Coverdale time to get back up to speed to return to operations on January 1. Jake Hushcroft is very excited to enter the division and to dig into this interesting aspect of fire service work. And so we couldn't be more pleased with who we ended up with. So if you do see him, congratulate him on this role. He's really excited to do it.
Chief Langlow.
Good evening. Welcome, Matt, to the team. A couple updates here from me on our entry-level and lateral firefighters. So our entry-level firefighters, we had 3 of them that, if you remember, they went to the Fire Academy at Tacoma Fire and then graduated that and then started shift after a brief day shift onboarding with us. They are now staffing as 3rd on the fire engine, so they're full counters in our algorithm, and so they're out there doing great, and we're excited for that. And then our lateral 7 laterals, they are starting shift this week, so they finished their day academy last Friday, and then it just kind of wherever their shift rotation falls, we get them to shift, and so they'll all be coming to shift sometime in the next 3 or 4 days. And then we expect that somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 to 15 shifts for them of no count towards staffing while we get them up to speed, and then they will count as engine 3rds. So I would expect that kind of about the time that Jake Hushcroft starts the 1st of November, we'll have 10 more people counting in our staffing algorithm than we had a couple weeks ago. So we're really excited about that, and that should certainly affect in a positive manner our ability to staff additional resources and keep all of our fire stations open, ready to go. Next thing I wanted to brief you on is firefighter paramedic Dana Parolo deployed this morning as a med unit leader down to the Foley Ridge Fire in the Willamette National Forest in Oregon. And so Dana's been out a couple times for us already this year, but he's going again. He just left this morning. And the plan, I think, right now is that he's going to be able to request a couple more of our folks to go with him as line medics and a med unit leader trainee, which is great for our folks to get out there and get training out in the field. So that happened this morning. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is our ladder truck research committee. So one of our 2026 work plan items that we had identified was to research kind of a needs assessment and do a research project on whether or not adding a ladder truck to our operational fleet would be beneficial for the organization and the community. And so phase 1 of that is complete. We have broken it into 3 phases. The first phase was to identify any service gaps that were in our operational plan that we felt like a ladder truck might be able to fill. And so we have completed that. Phase 1's complete. And then I'll email a copy of that to you and be happy to print a copy of that too, if you'd rather have a hard copy, just to kind of see where we're at as a progress report. I sent that out to the organization today also. And so phase 2, which will be evaluating the different types of ladder trucks that are out there as options, and then identifying which one of those options, if we did decide to move forward, would fill the most of the gaps that we identified. Part of that process is also to identify and evaluate our road network as its ability to handle different types of ladder companies. Commissioner Fleming knows well, right, that not all ladder trucks are created equal, and different varieties of truck have the ability to navigate different types of road networks. So we're going to be evaluating that as part of phase 2. Phase 3 will be operational, like response plan, discussion, staffing, location. And again, all of this is Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but we're kind of working through it methodically. And so phase one's complete. I'm really pleased with the work that Lieutenant Jorgensen is doing with the team. He's the chair of the committee. And we've got a really comprehensive, what I think is a really comprehensive first phase. And we'll get it out to you guys, and I'll touch base after the meeting if you'd prefer a hard copy or emailed copy, and we'll make sure you have that. And I'd be happy to answer any questions on any of the topics I covered.
Thank you.
All right. For me, I have Pierce County Fire Chiefs this Thursday, and I'll bring a report back from that meeting. But in that, I have three assignments. One, it's been about a year ago, I was assigned a master ILA. So we have, we found when we were doing P-sort, PC hit, dismantling it, there was in this county, interlocal agreements numbered up to like 50 something. And so we were trying to search them all. We did every department, send us your ILAs. And so we were first inventory on what ILAs are out there between different departments. The second phase was then what needs to be kept, what needs to be sunsetted. And so Leslie has been helping me with that project. At our next meeting, we're going to be taking all the ILAs that are done in this county, what needs to be sunsetted, what needs to be rewritten, what gaps do we have? Some of them are so old, they have, different fire districts that don't even exist on them. So we just need to clean that up. And I took that project on a little over a year ago. So we're reporting that out this Thursday. Second committee I'm on is call processing time with South Sound 911, myself, Chief Parkinson and Chief Moreau. And the three of us are meeting with South Sound 911 Thursday afternoon to discuss how we monitor call answering and call processing time, how we measure it with South Sound 911, and what our metrics are going to be. So we're excited. That project started over a year ago, but we have a new South Sound 911 director. And then also I pushed South Sound 911 pretty hard to, and they approved it this year, a data analyst. And so that person's on board so we can start this project. So that's the second thing that, second committee I'm on. The third one that I'm also on is through the Pierce County Fire Chiefs is bringing all the 700 users together. We have a meeting for October 8th here at our building. Just what are we going to do about the rising fees? It went up over 200% last year. You remember we didn't pay the full amount. We all of us stacked hands that we were only going to pay what we paid the year before. But that is coming ahead again. I've invited Robin Denson is going to come, and so is Arel Soleil, who is the new DEM director. And we're just going to have a discussion on what are we going to do with radio fees and how are we going to continue to move forward because it's unsustainable. So, and then as 700 users, what are we going to do? So those are the three committees that I'm on and leading through the Pierce County Fire Chiefs. The next week, I'm also attending, and some of the chiefs are too, the King County Leadership Summit that is at Clearwater Casino. So we're not going to stay. We're going to drive back and forth to go to that for 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'll be there for 3 days. I've also been requested by Chelan County Fire District number 5 to come do a 1-day leadership course with them and with Mason County. So we're working that out on the times and dates. That is it.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Standing committee reports. Under negotiations, we met today with the local, and things are still going back and forth on with everything that's on the table. So we're still going back and forth. So we were going to didn't know if we had a meeting tomorrow for sure, but we're not going to. So our next meeting will be October 8th. And then at our next board meeting on the 14th, we will then probably have more to pass on to where we would be in an executive session. So next meeting will be the 8th for the negotiations team. Any other standing committee reports?
Commissioner, while we're on committees, it might be a good time. You get to appoint those committees, and there's two vacant committees that Alex Wilsey used to be on: Risk Management and Insurance, and Policy and Procedures. Maybe a recommendation would be to have Matt
Book it,
fulfill
Matthew.
those. You have been appointed to Risk Management and Insurance and Policy and Procedure Committee then.
And that is not an HO scale train. That is a full train coming at you there. All right. Thanks for volunteering. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for that.
2022 bond update. Chief.
Good evening. As normal, work through what we have. As much as I try and make it go away, 53 and 57, we're encountering just a couple warranty items that we're working with the contractor to get taken care of. That's all for that, nothing else. 50, we're waiting on a credit for a reduction for some of the structural supports that we had. I just signed that today, so expecting the final pay application for the 50 repairs and remodel coming up probably within the week. Training campus, the support building, first floor paint, doors, ceiling grid are all in. The tile install started today on the first floor. So the locker rooms, the bathrooms, all of those areas. If you haven't seen, all the roofing is on except for the metal roofing, and we're just waiting for delivery of that. It's a process. So if you've watched it at all, sheeting, then there was a vapor barrier, then they built up some of the roof, and then there was a bunch of insulation put in. Then there's more sheeting on top of that. And now there's a membrane on top of that sheeting. Well, that membrane has to stay for a time period to cure and adhere to it. That's hence the waiting on the metal roofing. But they truly do want the metal roofing on very soon before it starts pouring down rain, because no one wants to work on the metal roof or on that material when it's wet. So that's coming. There was some vibrations in the building today, and that was caused by the pavers are doing some final grading. Same thing, it's going to start raining, want to get out of the mud. They want asphalt down to get them out of the mud. So doing some final things with that around both of the buildings.
Yeah, I didn't know if I needed to get underneath the table or not.
Oh, that wasn't actually bad at all. When they were doing that parking lot right there, the entire building was shaking and people actually had to leave because you couldn't do anything. So the training tower moving along, structural wall pour on floor 2 happened last Friday. So that was a big step. More steel delivery, and then once they strip all the forms, which will be by the end of this week from the pour last week, the masons will come and you will start seeing the CMU walls flying up because they do not mess around and they go into high gear. I was telling some folks earlier, we're at the point now where there's less of the structural steel and the really the shear walls, which are the heavy concrete walls. As we go up, those start disappearing because there's less weight. As we go up at this point, things will move along a lot faster, just sheer amount of work. So lots happening there. Probably the biggest topic around here lately is Station 51. Bids are due next Tuesday by 1400. And then in this room at 14:15 next Wednesday, I will be opening said bids and getting everything written down. We have 3 amendments out, and those are just clarifications. There will be one more amendment coming out by the end of this week. And that's just clearing up language that someone has caught that we missed it in the multiple times that we went through, or there was a question. So that's a normal process. And I was gone for 2 weeks on vacation. Well, the day before I left, we had a contractor site visit that they could do at 51. We had a good showing of that. There were 4 major contractors there. So I think we're in a good position. And then I was telling Chief Doan, I went back through and I knew it was in there. I just had to find it. So in the contract is a 550-day build period for Station 51. So that starts the day after we sign the that I signed the notice to proceed. So at just picking a date, October 14th, the next commissioners meeting, if I sign that and get it to the contractor on the next day, that would put, mind you, tentative in the contract. There's always room for wiggle. April 18th of 27, sorry. So just another little piece there. But everything's going good with that project, and I look forward to next Tuesday. So any questions?
Do we have any feedback issues now that crews are in 53 and 57 and kind of working in the buildings?
I actually visited both of them today to take care of an issue that it's the gear dryers that we have now. Just a little thing. Whenever they encounter a blip in the feed of electricity, there's breakers on top that not a lot of people know are there, and they just think they're broken. Literally, it's you trip the breakers back. So I'm working on that. Actually, neither one of them were working when I showed up. So I showed the lieutenants and the crews information coming out. But other than that, the word is that I have received at least is, everything's good. We've been in 53 in and out for a time period. 57 is the new one, but crews didn't report anything else to me.
Yeah, I would just add, I think same with what JJ said. Operationally, the feedback has been positive, and both the residents of Crescent Valley and the residents of Fox Island appear to know we are there because they keep running calls.
I got an email from a resident that they, because of the reduction in WSRB, they were saving, $4,000 this year. So it was a big amount.
Oh.
Yeah, he was very grateful. Well, he wrote a letter to the editor. That's how grateful he was.
Are you, is that it, JJ? You're good? Okay. All right. Does not appear that we have any old business, new business, special meeting to award the bid for Station 51. And as JJ just said, those bid closes next Tuesday, the 30th.
Yeah, so we just wanted to have a discussion. We do need to have, we'd rather not wait clear till the October 14th meeting because that's just another delay, right? So he opens those bids on the 30th. It depends who gets it. If a company that is very well known of building fire stations, then the due diligence doesn't take very long. But if it's a company that doesn't, we have to do some due diligence to make sure they fit within the requirements to accept the work. So that being said, it could take a day or two and it could take 7 to 10 days, but we would like to at least get your calendars or at least get it on your radar to have a special meeting the next week, which would be October 6th, 7th, or 8th. It can all be done online. It'll be a 10, 15-minute meeting at the most. You just need to accept it and award the bid. So at worst case scenario, I think if we do 6th, 7th, or 8th, that will give us time. So we don't have to make the decision today, but maybe you tell me your availability and be ready to do a Zoom meeting.
This would be a Zoom by Zoom.
Yeah, I don't see us driving all the way down here to make a motion to accept and then be done with the meeting. That's all it'll be.
So just one item on the agenda.
It'll be one item
Yeah.
and it'll be all that's on there and it'll be accept it and award the bid to the company.
And just a little bit more information is it's going to speed up that process of me sending that letter out to them. I will provide everything to you, or Leslie will, before the meeting. So you'll have the bid tally sheet that has all the bids from whoever submits a bid for the project. You'll have all that stuff well beforehand. And I'll provide some backup information for you too.
How many days public notice do we have to give? 24 hours. Okay.
So we have time, but I just wanted to get it on your radar. If there's any, like I'm not available, one of those.
I'm at a conference for work, but if it's remote, I can step out.
Step out
If we're shooting
literally.
for 5 as usual, I can pop out. I'm assuming this is a 10-minute meeting at
At
most.
most.
Yeah.
So is there any on your schedules on those days as we look at them that anybody's like, I am absolutely not available at 5 o'clock, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, right in there?
I can make it work for any of those
'Kay.
days, whatever we set.
Yep.
Whatever works for everybody else, I can make
Yep.
work.
Okay. That helps me. Just, like I said, it depends who low bid is. If it's P's, we know they will meet the requirement, right? If it's Billy Bob Construction Company, well, we got to make sure. And there's a lot of due diligence then that could take a little bit longer. So it just kind of depends.
Do you want to just set the meeting then once you open the bids? Because you said bid opening is the 30th and
Yeah.
then
I'd
we'll have
rather
more than
wait till
24
then.
hours notice. Got it.
Yeah, because if it's Billy Bob, it might take us 9 or 10 days, right, to do the due diligence. So
If we can avoid that Tuesday,
that would be the 8th.
8th.
Okay.
I,
So-
I can't, if we have to, whatever that Tuesday is.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 7th.
If I need to be available for 15 minutes, I will make myself available if that's the
Okay.
only day.
We can work around that for sure.
All right.
Great. Thank you. And then with that, the next item, just wanted to call to your attention that we have a board meeting on November 11th, which is a Veterans Day. Usually we cancel, but we're going to be hot and heavy in budget and we need to have a meeting that week. So, wanted to see your availability or ask you, and we don't have to make the decision today, to think about either moving it to the day before or the day after.
I can do whatever works for everybody else.
So go to either November 10th or November 12th.
I'd prefer the Monday.
Monday.
So the 10th is okay? Okay, we can make that motion next meeting, but I just wanted to get it on our calendars that, like I said, we usually cancel that meeting because it's a holiday but we kind of need it for budget.
Okay. So it looks like the 10th sounds like a pretty good date for people.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Open public comment. This part of the meeting, we ask for the public if they have anything to present to the board, that you state your name for the record and you'll have 3 minutes. Nothing? No one's on. Okay. Good of the order. Ken, welcome, Matthew. Special interest upcoming events. Don't believe we had anything.
Pierce County Fire Commissioner meeting on Thursday,
It's Thursday, this Thursday?
this Thursday,
This Thursday, okay.
6 o'clock. You can join via Zoom if you prefer.
Okay.
I have a tentative for the Scarecrow Festival on Saturday, October 4th. Fire prevention will be there in full effect.
Is that at Zama Park?
Correct.
Okay. Anything else under or special interest upcoming events? Okay, executive session has been canceled. With that, no other business to come before the board. We are adjourned.